Hey folks, welcome back. Today is Wednesday, January the 8th, and I am going to go take another ride. Had some comments on the cold weather ride asking about the gear that I wear when it's cold out. And so this video is going to be a lot about the gear that I wear on cold weather rides. I also had some people comment about the fact that it was 41 degrees, which is not all that cold. And you're right. But with the wind chill that we had that day, it was a very cold day. So today I'm going to show you what I do to gear up for cold weather riding, and I'm going to take the Vstrom out for a ride. We'll talk about the weather when I get to that point. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is put on my overpants. These pants are from a company called Fly, Technical Adventure Riding Gear. Don't think they were this snug when I first bought them. And my extra pair of socks. Alright, got the socks on. Now I'm going to put on my Tourmaster boots. I bring my pants over the top of the boots. And of course, zip up the overpants. Got my boots locked down. I'm going to pull my pants down over the top of the boots, and then of course I zip up my overpants. In this case, zip down my overpants. After I've got the pants on and I'm pretty comfortable, made my adjustments, then it's time to put a sweatshirt over the turtleneck, which is all I have on for a shirt at the moment. This is a fairly thick sweatshirt, but it's not real bad. Not real heavy, not restricting in any way. And yes, I'm a Patriots fan. Alright, before we bring the bike outside, I did want to talk a little bit about the heated glove liners I used. They're made by a company called First Gear, and I've had them for 4 or 5 years now. Of course, I don't use them a ton, don't need them that often, but when I do, they work great. They have this little controller that it just plugs into the bike. I have wired here under my seat with a little pigtail. I just hooked it directly to the battery. You have one end that plugs into the bike, and then there's another end that you plug your heated liners into. But it's got a little control knob on it so that I can control how warm it is. I can never put it at full strength. I've literally burned my hands with these heated glove liners previously. So I can never put it up to full strength on the actual heat. I will show you how I put them on, how they're wired, how I wire to the bike when I'm actually getting geared up and on the bike. For now, let's get this thing outside. All right, well, this is the point before I get any more bundled up that I actually bring the bike outside. I don't want to have all my winter gear on until I'm ready to actually ride. One thing I learned when I used to go snow skiing: don't get bundled up and then get sweaty, then go out in the cold. Now we're going to finish the process of getting geared up. Here is the wire that connects to the unit on the bike and the gloves. What I do is I just dangle it over my neck for the moment. Make sure my sleeves are good. And then hold on to it while I slide it into my jacket liner. Tab sticking out. Tab sticking up. Then I take it off my neck, zip that up. Before I put my jacket on, I put on this thing called Freeze Out. Basically just a way to keep my neck from getting all the wind and the cold. And what I like to do is kind of tuck it into this after I put it on. When I start, Leave it partway up over my head. Make sure it's tucked into my liner here. Zip the liner all the way up. Next thing is the helmet. And this is where you start to get a little warm, so I try to be a little quick. Helmet just goes on over the neck warmer. And the glove liners. Plug it in. And according to my phone, it was 21 degrees with a wind chill, or a feels like temperature of 9. So that's what we're going to go face. Heated glove liners plugged in, zipped up. Now, last thing I do before I get on the bike is put these gloves on. They're very thin. These are very old gloves, but they're easy to control the bike with. You know, easy to grip the handlebars. Don't have big giant gloves on. And with the liners on, I stay toasty warm. All right, guys. So first thing I'm going to do, I don't know if you can see this, I'm going to plug my wire into the controller. And as you can see, I am now tethered to the bike. I keep the controller wrapped up here in the tank bag just to keep it tight, not flopping around. The other end, this end, plugs into, unwind it one, plugs into the side of the bike here. That's connected directly to the battery, so it's connected. And I turn it on. You see the red light flashing, saying it's coming on. All right, folks. Well, the thermometer on the motorcycle has dropped down to 36. And I know it's colder than that still, but the thermometer hasn't caught up with it yet. And so I am off. Now, one of the things I don't have on this helmet, I never put one in yet, is a pin lock, which on a very cold day is kind of a pain because, well, I'd love to have it shut all the way, but it will start fogging up. All right, folks, well, I am out here riding. The thermometer on the bike actually climbed to 30. Wow. I think the high temperature for the day is supposed to be 30. But anyway, I'm going to ride for a little while despite the cold because, well, one, I'm comfortable, and two, we're supposed to get a pretty significant snowstorm this weekend. Now, today is Wednesday, and they're still not 100% sure what we're going to get. You know how the weathermen are. So, they've even come to saying it now. They don't even try to hide it. They're like, on the TV, they're saying, well, when this is not a prediction, this is what the models say. We'll make a prediction when we get closer. So I do believe that their prediction, they'll tell us how much snow we're supposed to get the day after the storm. So anyway, I don't know when I'm going to get to ride again, because I'll ride in the cold, but I am not riding on slick roads. I'm not riding on roads that have the potential to be icy, snowy. It's just not me. I spun the yellow Goldwing out on a bridge that had black ice on it. You know, and I don't enjoy that. So yeah. Now, I will take this bike out on a dirt road when it's cold out and maybe try to get through some ice now and then if it happens to be there on the dirt roads. I only say that because I've done it and ended up picking the bike up a lot. That was a frustrating day. But anyway, yes, so I live in North Carolina. Everybody says, hey, it's the South, you're not supposed to get snow. Well, North Carolina gets snow, and the whole state gets snow. Now, I live in the western part of the state. I live in the mountains. We get more snow than the rest of the state, but we do get snow. We get winter. We get cold. We get snow. All of it. It was years and years ago. We had a snowstorm was like 18 inches, which was a big deal here. Knocked down tons and tons of trees, and the power was out for a long time. The power was out longer at that snowstorm than it was when Hurricane Helene came through just a few months ago. So snow is a problem in the mountains. Snow removal is tough. Taking care of these roads is tough. Their elevation changes make it very tough to deal with. You might be going on a road that's just got, you know, a dusting of snow. You're going up in elevation. Next thing you know, you got inches of snow. A little higher in elevation, you might have ice. So yes, you've got to be, you know, very careful around here. Even when you're just taking a ride, it's fine where I'm at now, but if I were to go find a place and go up in elevation, I could get myself into trouble. But that is why I am going to just ride around for a little while longer, just because it may be a while before I get to riding again. I'm glad you stuck with me so far, if you have. I hope that showing you what I wear and how it keeps me warm maybe gives you an idea what you might want to do on a cold riding day. I don't mind cold riding. I don't mind cold weather riding. I don't mind getting out and enjoying a ride even when it's cold out. It is kind of a pain when a GoPro battery dies and you've got to take off your glove and your heated glove liner and get the battery swapped out. But hey, it's just part of the territory if you're going to do this YouTube thing, right? Alright folks, well, thanks for watching. I hope everyone can stay well, stay safe, most of all, stay happy, y'all. Motoramblings out. See ya!